Thank you very much. I'm happy to welcome you in Moscow, and I'm addressing our colleagues who organize the event. Probably after going to Istanbul and visiting several other locations, you can come back together and start delivering your speeches in Russian already. I'm hoping not to take too much of your time, and would dwell on some of the practicalities of the IT technologies. The name is loud, open government. There is the open government initiative at the federal level. However, my report will be most about the practicalities. And specifically for my report, I would like to quote the President of the Russian Federation. The local authorities must be structured in such a way that any citizen had a very close reach, literally at a hand's reach, at an arm's reach. And all technology that I'm going to talk to you about is essentially a response to this urge from the president. I think that in every region there are authorities that create informational technologies. In Moscow, that's called the Department for IT. So, so all other departments feed in their applications into that department. So we have common standards. And speaking of developing portal solutions, we must also be mindful of the systems that already exist and the standards that are replicable at the moment in the regions. So what we do, it's a number of subfamilies of open government functional centers, so-called. There is a portal for each of these centers in Moscow. There is a number of electronic services, and these are not systems or certain functions. We use the term service, the service for helping create the right conditions for the citizens of Moscow, for the inhabitants of Moscow in their job seeking. A lot of things are being done on the social, economic and planning. These data are available from free internet zone.moscow, for example. So we try to use the Cyrillic domain names since the feature became available. Just a few sites for your information. A similar system is operational in each region, or is going to be operational. So what we have: open data, electronic guide, our city, and active citizen. All these portals are made on the uniform platform in order to make sure that all systems are streamlined and are transparent in accordance with the open government regulations. So Open Data Portal has all the info to be read or to be transferred to other systems, like information about the governmental structure, and this is the information service center to enlighten users about the labor market situation for undefined client group, which means that a user isn't supposed to identify himself or herself while seeking this information. As for electronic guide to Moscow, it's more of an interactive map of Moscow where one can visualize in several clicks all the necessary information which may be of interest to a citizen. One can find the info on healthcare institutions, cultural centers, transport infrastructure, metro map, and this guide can help you see what street you are going to exit to from a certain metro station. So this is very handy in terms of planning your trip. So by the 1st of September we plan to open a special electronic map for the handicapped, where the people with special needs can use their home devices to identify where they can be best serviced. Yesterday, as I was going to this meeting, I remembered our interactions with the famous Russian job-seeking portal called Headhunter. This has been implemented already there, and we're still working on getting this operational. As for the Our City portal, it's a tool to evaluate the performance of various departments of Moscow. If there are any problems whatsoever to raise or to follow their handling, a user can take a look at the progress on resolving a particular issue. A more interesting resource, which is a crowdsourcing project called Active Citizen. What is that? This is a platform to enable people to actively participate in the life of the city. So that's a direct feedback platform. We, as the representative of the city authorities, we offer the opportunity for those who live in Moscow or for visitors to talk about the issues and problems that they face, including possible solutions. And once every solution has received pros and cons, we try to implement all the proposals that have been most supported by the users. I just cited an example about underground. So, following voting in this portal, we created the map in order to link the underground exits to the names of the particular streets that I mentioned earlier. Right now, people talk about the new park, the redesign of the appearance of the Vdenha Park. So the new the new stadium for Spartak Football Club and the adjacent underground station were discussed at this platform. So essentially we ask citizens online directly for their inputs, and once the inputs have been collected, we take the relevant decisions. This is open, you can access it easily. There are proposals that we in Employment Service of Moscow make, for example, about job fairs that we hold. This technology is not as efficient as it used to be. So, and we are asking our citizens and our colleagues elsewhere how to make the best use of the tool when people come over to Moscow from all parts of Russia. So we are waiting right now on inputs from the citizens of Moscow, and will implement the relevant changes. Thank you for your attention.